All right, Highway 66. Now, I lost this over this summer due to points. And I attacked from Wurzburg and was trying to sucker punch up. But bottom line is, we lost too many. We gave too many points to the other side. The key to this is knowing when to fall back and only to fight when you can win. If you can't win, fall back. Fight with forces when you know you can win. Fight smarter and don't get into a one-on-one slugfest with the Russians with your back against the wall. You'll lose. They just have huge numbers.
June 26th, 1989. War engulfs Europe. A week has passed since the Warsaw Pact's breakthrough at Fulda, with the Soviets and East Germans finally at the gates of Frankfurt. NATO's screening units have delayed the invasion significantly, buying enough time for fresh reinforcements to deploy. The Warsaw Pact is on the cusp of achieving its operational goals, but most of its frontline
the 11th
troops
ACR
are
is at
spent. Few
Frankfurt?
reserves remain for this critical last push.
How?
Meanwhile, NATO is marshaling its forces for a counterattack, but remains undecided on when and where to strike best.
They would have died fighting it out. They wouldn't be that far to the west. I don't know what they're thinking.
The early sacrifices made by the 11th Armored Cavalry have
so
not
why are
been
they
in
still
vain.
alive in that map?
Facing stiff resistance, the enemy was unable to capture Frankfurt. We now have multiple NATO units reinforcing the Sentag front.
That's the plan, is to go, when it comes to the central, allow them to come in, and then we have to find the area to sucker punch. The goal is for us to reach Alsfeld.
The moment has arrived to counterattack. 4 armored divisions and 2 infantry divisions are on the line. More units will deploy in the days to come. We have several options to roll back the Soviets and East Germans. Major?
The Bundeswehr's 5th Panzer Division in the north has been joined by the U.S. 3rd Armored Division. Capturing Alsfeld from the East Germans would force the enemy to Bad Hersfeld and Fulda.
Agreed. And then my goal is, jab them in the nose and then essentially encircle down to the south and bag them, cut off their supply. Well, at the same time, I want to strike from the south if possible, but the cities are in the north. The cities is how you win this thing politically as well.
In the center, the U.S. 8th Infantry Division holds Hanau. Don't underestimate the Soviets. They might be bruised and battered, but they can still relaunch their offensive to take Frankfurt.
No, they're at full strength. The shock armies at the front are at full strength. If you play this, you'll be amazed how, they just keep moving. I think it's way in the Soviets' favor. Meanwhile, that 8th Infantry Division has the most experienced troops. At the same time, they have the worst equipment. We're talking M60A3s versus T80Us. And you do not last long. Maneuver, plan ahead, and if you can't win, don't fight it. Fall back.
We have multiple units reinforcing the Würzburg axis on the southern flank. With the support of the West German 12th Panzer Division, we can aim to punch through the stretched enemy lines and retake Schweinfurt and Bad Kissingen.
If we go the southern route, which I did last time, and it took too long to go up through the south. I'm not going to attack and try to win from the south again. I'm going to go beneath the central.
Sir, the U.S. 1st Armored Division's arrival is imminent. We have some flexibility in where they should deploy.
All right.
We can order them to the Würzburg sector.
That's what I did last time. It's too far away.
Or they can be commanded to deploy in Miltenberg.
That's what I would do.
General, where do you want to deploy the Understood,
Miltenberg.
sir. We will relay your chosen location to the division.
All right. The problem with Miltenberg is it's all heavily, very easily defendable by forest down here. Okay? See, here's Miltenberg, and look at this forest. Okay? Maybe not here, but all in here, and there's no road junctions. See? You have to go around and up too long. My goal is to take first armor and punch here, and I got to find another location to punch. The goal is... Where's Allsville? Where's Allsville? Allsville right up here. Okay. The goal is to reach Allsville. That's one of them. As quickly as possible. Even if it means... punch. See, look how thin this is. You punch here, and you're on... Is this 66? This is Highway 66. Okay. We can take it all the way to Fulda if we had to. I want to punch in here. See? This is where I want to punch. Now, they're back here, but if you look here, it's very thin. We can punch here, take this up north, cross over to Fulda, and even come down. So, this is not... You're not going to see the tactical battles. All right, even though I'm going to be sweating and fighting them over the months to come. We're going to be doing this strategic only. If you want to know where the Russians are going to hit, and by the way, the Russian Air Force in this is very, very over OP, okay? If you want to know where the Russians are going to hit, look to where some of their helicopter-based units are. Look to where their SAM systems are as well. The Germans have them pretty bottled up here, all right? But they're going to be punching hard, all right? I want to bring my air defense up just a little bit. This is vulnerable as shit right here. This gap, it's a seam. I don't like it at all. The Polk Army, this thing is serious. And then down here, of course, we have NATO headquarters. Here's Frankfurt, and they're pushing hard to get here. Moving up aviation assets. Move the artillery back just a bit here. This is way too close. You can be overrun and squashed fast. There is no reason why that artillery has to be that close. Dumb. No reason. All this action is going to be in here. Why do you have to have it in there? There's nothing strategic about that. This is very undefended right here. This is way too fucking close. Why is your artillery this close? Dumb. This I can see. Still, it's just dumb. That's good, that's good. That's very close. I don't know why it has to be that close with that range. Dumb. Dumb. Because you're going to find when these tanks break through, when Soviet armor breaks through, it's serious. And you're going to be left speechless because they can move very, very fast. Any armor can. I'm just looking for problems, issues. Well, this is dangerous as hell. You've got a major highway here going right into Frankfurt, and this is why they're advancing. Engineering bat. Your range is good. Range is good. Range is good. Lot of freeway, a lot of open area here. Are they going to take it or not? We want them to come in here. We want them to do this. If we do, they're going to get thin. We're going to bloody them. And the goal then is to punch north, if possible, through here. I'm going to try. Now, areas where we look thin, where I know the Russians are going to punch because it's open, is here. And I really don't see... I don't see much, any ways of stopping them down here. Armor battalion. Got plenty of arty up there. We can shift... Move you up. Ugh. We got to keep him there, though. Highway, highway. Jesus. I mean, they can strike damn fast. But it also means we can move in, too. If they see us move our forces and it becomes unbalanced, they'll find the gap as well. I'm looking for gaps, see. And you have to think the way the computer would think and how the Russians would think here. And you have to look for highways. I don't like this up here. This is way, way too open. I'm going to move them all the way up. Now, Aviation Brigade. 12. Oh, I've already moved them up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They're pretty contained. Can I click on all? Move. Move. Get you guys into the fight. Get you into the fight. Engineering battalion isn't going to do you much good. Up there in the back, you have to be with the fighting. There's a hole here. We have a highway in which we can rapidly respond. I don't like it, though. This is very weak down here. Transfer. 10th Engineering. No real point. A lot of artillery over here supporting, but not much over here. Let's position him so he's a better fit. All right. Write anything in your comments if you see any holes. It's gonna come in here. Engineering bat. I can't move him, but I can move the engineering bat. You're in range. You're in range. All right. How we doing up here? Because I remember it's a bitch and a quarter up here. These guys are just they're crazy. They are crazy when it comes to their advance up here. And if it means falling back up here, that's fine. But you can't encircle them. You've got to focus because they're going to hit it like a spear right here. This is where the attack is going to primarily come. I can feel it because they've got attack helicopters. It's open country. It's a good location to fight. All right, I'm saving it. You start. Let's see what happens and what they do. Can I move him? Might as well move him up too. You might as well move the damn air defense up too. Right to here. I'm just thinking of last minute stuff. Because their air is still in top form and it's OP. All right. Let's see where they strike. Uh-huh. Okay. What I need is air support. That's the problem. I'm not gonna, yeah. You know what? I will. Okay. All right, we got ourselves a victory. Total victory, actually.
Tally two. Okay,
So where are we now?
Good hit on one.
South. Yeah, I told you. No, watch where their helicopters are, because that's going to spearhead. That's going to spearhead this stuff. Okay, so he's got artillery. We've got artillery. Let's save it and do it. So victory. All right.
Tally two. Okay, he's got a missile off. Good hit on one.
Time. I have a few minutes. Artillery tank, okay. So where are we? I gotta keep track of the center. There's Frankfurt. Yeah, they're pushing. This is disconcerting. But I do have anti-air assets over here. If they would manage to get over here. I'll do air support with this one. Save. Another total victory. This can be good and bad. It's just we won enough so that they're not gaining points, we're gaining points. We don't want to gain too much so we have this thing over with too quickly. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right, still Pact's turn. All right, next time on Dragon Ball Z.